Hello and welcome. I am Perry, your historic Brattonsville, and today we are working on tailoring. And most specifically, the important part of tailoring is how a piece of clothing fits. And how clothing fits changes over the periods of time that we represent here. Between the 18th century and the 19th century, our clothing styles will shift quite a lot and start to look very similar to modern ones. And the shirts we wear in the 18th century are going to be long, square and baggy like this. They run down to where your underwear would be. And the main difference is that these collars only have one button to hold them together at the top, and the rest of this all sits wide open. When you go to the 19th century, the collars get much taller, so that way we can roll them over our neckerchiefs, and I get a full line of buttons closed in. And the reason for this change is that the old 18th century waistcoats we used to wear, these long ordeals with their many, many buttons that run all the way down to here, they close up this upper section. So with your neckerchief, you won't see any of that shirt showing outside of your sleeves. However, when we get to the 19th century, the waistcoat changes and it becomes the vest. And this is very open in the front. And you will see with the way these vests fit that it's far more open. If the neckerchief wasn't there, you could see all the buttons, which could be quite fancy. And this all sits nice to give you a very clean and proper look. The other main change is that as the 18th century winds to a close, we're no longer wearing those high up breeches that'll sit all the way up to here on your stockings, way up here. We started to move on to trousers as a whole, and trousers will originally be fall fronts. They have this little square bit of fabric held by two buttons, and that opens up, and that is how you use the bathroom. It's a lot simpler, a lot easier. As we start getting into the 19th century, that style changes, and we get to what is called French fly. This may seem very familiar to a modern pair of hands, as this is fly in front, just instead of a zipper, you have buttons. And thank you for watching. If you are interested in any more historic topics like this, you can come and visit. And if you'd like to know more about the clothing of the enslaved, you can come by this weekend for Sweat of Our Brows.